Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Spiteful Priest. Spiteful Priest was an archetype that did rather well during Kobolds and Catacombs, and people had great expectations on the archetype coming into the Witchwood, because Spiteful Summoner was going to get a major buff, especially with its 10 drops, such as those coming from Mind Control, which the lowest case scenario is an 8/8. So that's very powerful swing turn for 6 mana. However, despite good performance during the first week of the Witchwood, Spiteful Priest rapidly began to lose its win rate and is currently considered a tier 3 deck. I was not ready to give up on the archetype just yet, so I ventured into the world of Spiteful Priest, started experimenting and looking into what sort of build could answer the challenges of the current metagame. The basic problem of Spiteful Priest is that it lost the Netherspite Historian. Losing Netherspite Historian was a huge blow, because previously Spiteful Priest used to have a ton of board clears. Duskbreaker, potential 2 more Duskbreakers for Netherspite Historian. That's a lot of early game. It also lost perhaps one of the best cards in the game, which was Dragon Operative, which gave more resources from the opponent's deck. But even though that was a very formidable card, especially in games that went long, that's not the key source of Spiteful Priest problems. The key source of Spiteful Priest problems is that it's currently much less likely to stabilize against aggressive decks. In order to sort out this problem, I went to do some changes to the core of the deck. With 10 drops being even more better than 8 drops right now, I went ahead and removed 1 copy of Free From Ember, and I also took out the Grand Archivist. While Grand Archivist is a great card that wins a lot of games, especially control games, if you're stuck with Free From Embers and Grand Archivist and stuff in your hand, it doesn't really help you if you never survive the turn 8. Therefore, what I estimated the Spiteful Priest needed was to cut down the mana curve a bit lower, sacrifice some of this top-end power, trust in the power of the Spiteful Summoner, and survive. To that end, the deck now packs a bit more 1-drops than it used to do, because there's both Fireflies and there's no Char Clerics. There's also Camellias, but make no mistake, Camellias is not a 1-drop. Never ever ever keep Camellias in your mulligan. Camellias is not a card you want in the early game. Camellias is a mid to late game value card, threat, information package that allows you to evaluate what kind of strategy will lead to victory, and use some of the best cards that your opponent is holding back against them. So don't make the mistake that most Hearthstone players currently do according to statistics. Don't keep Camellias in the mulligan. So, there's a couple of more 1-drops in this package. There's also Prince Kelazet, which is able to give your minions a small buff to be able to make them better at value trading. And once we get to the turn 3, an important addition is the Nightmare Amalgam. I run the Nightmare Amalgam over a Curious Glimmer route, because Nightmare Amalgam, well, it's a dragon, so it activates your dragon synergies, and it has 4 health. It's stickier, it's able to value trade better, it's able to help you survive. Sure, sometimes does that, but most of the time the card that you get from Glimmerroot is not that good for your game plan. It is still a Spiteful Priest deck, so all the basic stuff is there. Dark Reaper, Acolyte to mitigate large threats, Duskbreaker for AoE. I'm running Serenite Chaingang in 2 copies, it goes really well with Kelazet, and even without Kelazet it allows you to get a little bit wider on the board, gain a little bit more control. Scaleborn with its rush and ability to trade away minions is great. Twilight Drake, Cobalt Scalebane, basic stuff. As for tech cards, this particular version sports 1 copy of Spellbreaker. I have found that silence is very important even though you have those mind controls. And there's 2 weapon removal techs. There's Harrison Jones, which also gives you card draw. Spiteful Priest doesn't have a lot of card draw. Harrison can help with that. And there's Gluttonous Ooze, and that armor is also something that can help you survive in the early game. With these changes that have cut a little bit of the end game value of the deck, I've been able to make the deck survive better in the early game. It still has a lot of power, thanks to Spiteful Summoner and the spells. Just a little bit less, and that must be moved to survivability up front, and that has made Spiteful Priest great again. As for mulligans with this deck, you're always looking to keep no Char Cleric and Prince Kelazet. If you're up against something aggressive, you're looking to keep stuff like Firefly, Dark Reaper, Duskbreaker, maybe a piece of weapon removal depending on the class. And if you're against something control, then it's Cleric, Kelesset and Spiteful Summoner that you look for. And just to remind you again, do not keep Chameleos, it is not a 1-drop. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay material with this deck for you, and if you enjoy this content then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go make Spiteful Priest great again. Do I keep Chain Gang against Paladin? That's an interesting question. I guess I don't. I'll just keep the Cleric and the Duskbreaker. Try to find some more dragons and stuff. Not wanting to draw the mind control. That's bad. Bad mind control, bad. They're all Even Paladins nowadays. Even Paladin seems to be the dominant archetype in the end. Or is it really? Murloc Paladin also has some pretty nice performances. Something to think about. But Even is definitely strong. Definitely. The one good thing I have is that they cannot contest this Cleric on 2. They will be able to contest it on 3 though. Whoa! They are able to contest it on 2 with an equality. That was expensive. Well, I don't have anything else to play, so I play another Cleric. Let's give this a try. But now he can play something that kills the Cleric. Like an ooze. Or choose to not play anything. That works too. This one activates my dragon synergies, but I think I want minions on the board. I believe I need the tempo here. He can now play a Trucial champion to kill the Cleric.
Your magic shall not save.
That's not bad either. Silencing the Cleric always works. I think I'll take away the attack from that fellow. I still want to coin Spiteful Summoner next turn. He threw away one equality quite rapidly. Is that an indication that he has another equality also in hand? Or was it just a desperation play? He runs the Pyromancer, that's surprising. Nice kill. Nice kill there. I could play Duskbreaker. But it's not like that's going to be worthwhile. Now is it? Now this is going to be the coin. This is going to be Coin Summoner. This will always be Coin Summoner. He has spent 1 equality already. The odds that he has another are low. Even though Pyro equality obviously. Oh. Well, that's 50-50 between Mind Control and Free from Ember. What if he has an equality in hand? I can't afford to let him kill my board if he has another equality. Well, both of these can kill my board if he has another equality. Which one of these do I want if it casts Mind Control? The lower chance to get my board killed is if I kill the Pyromancer. Let's see if this casts Mind Control now. Pyromancer always kills the board if he has equality, but Knife Juggler only kills the board in some specific scenarios. Like being able to juggle multiple times. Well, that's an interesting set of archivists there. Now he either has the equality or he does not. 2 jugglers. Value trading, alright. Okay. So I can also prevent the Mind Control from going off by using the Duskbreaker. He can still have Tarim there too, he has 2 cards that he has had since the beginning. I think I'll take the Loot Hoarder and the card draw. I can take the Loot Hoarder or I can take the Drygal's Jailer. Which one do I want? Do I give him 1/1 tokens? I have a Duskbreaker in hand, I give him 1/1 tokens. So I'll trade into the Juggler, heal up this fellow. Do I want to give him those recruits? Well, he has lots of buffs, so yeah, I'll give him those recruits. And I'll play Twilight Drake. So now I will take the Root Horde, and that card draw from it will be mine. 10 mana, draw a card. Well, kind of. No more free for members in deck. I don't want to let him closer to a second equality, if I can avoid that. There's already the Avenging Rats and all that stuff. Alright, blessing on that one. Interesting. So I have the option to silence this one. He's going to get a lot of tokens though. But I still have the Duskbreaker. So maybe I'm not that concerned. I could also hold on to silence. I can still take a value trade on that. That might work out. Necessarily have to silence it. Chameleus gives good information. My board will be weaker to Consecration. I guess that's okay. Use this one to trade there. This one to trade there. These will hit face. I don't want to play all my dragons. I want to have the ability to play Duskbreaker. But now there's only 13 held on the board. Yeah, Consecration. Consecration is a-coming. Now if he floods the board with those tokens that he has, then I can go with the Duskbreaker. He still has another token board available though. I don't have to play a Duskbreaker yet either. I think I'm just trading away this token board now. As much as I can anyway. And I'll heal up this one so token doesn't have a trade. Let's do this. This still preserves the Duskbreaker. So even if he goes another token board and Tarim, that will still be relatively fine. Bone Mare. Well, I didn't see that coming. That's a rare piece in the deck. Okay, so now I know he has Gen in hand. Alright, alright. My advantage is starting to go away here though. Is this a deck that runs the Valanier? Should I save a silence? I'm having a hard time deciding how to win this game. Multiple ways to do it. I think I'll silence that fellow. I'll trade the Bone Mare. I'll trade a token. Heal this up. He already spent one Consecration. I can play Firefly on the board. And Flame Elemental too. It's fine. Let's get some held on the board. In case there's something like Avenging Wrath. Then that 4 health means that the Avenging Wrath is unlikely to hit very good targets. There's 3 tokens in his hand. One other card. So this is 75% probably to be just a token next turn. Well, 66% now. 2 tokens remaining. So I suppose this is a Duskbreaker board now. So I'll trade there. I'll trade there. These ones hit face. And I'll Duskbreaker that board away. I get to play Serenite Chain Gang and heal that fellow. Alright, I still have Mind Control left in hand. I still have Harrison Jones available in case he has a weapon. There's 2 tokens, 3 cards that I don't know. Yeah, you know, or you already know what's going to happen to that Lich King now, don't you? Yes, I think you do. I think you do. Avenging Wrath. Is there a lethal with Avenging Wrath? No, there isn't. So we grab the Lich King. And then I suppose I will trade with the least important minions. These will hit face. So now I know he has Avenging Wrath in hand. He has a token in hand. He has a Lich King card in hand. Should still be pretty difficult for him from here. Oh, burnt Tarim Equality and Consecration and Blessing of King. Oh, that was such a big burn. That was such a big burn. Okay, getting this in just to recruit. Feels bad, man. I guess I'm dead gripping. He has only 6 cards in the deck. Let's make it 5. Then I can Scale Worm down the Stegodon and I can play a Dark Creeper on the board. I know Consecrations are gone. I do know that he has an Avenging Wrath in hand though. He's going to play that, right? Almost certainly. I think I'll still Death Grip now. I could heal the Scale Worm. It would be better to heal the Scale Worm than to Death Grip. Yeah. Value trading there. Playing the Dark Reaper and healing the Scale Worm. So now there's 8 on board, plus my own health. Means that he will need to trade away the Silverhand Recruit to get the Avenging Wrath to clear the board. Oh, he runs Spike Steed. Didn't expect that. Can that give him something? Well, I can still kill this, so I guess it's still fine. Avenging Wrath offered again. Avenging Wrath so many times. There's 5 cards remaining. There's no way for me to kill him with the Avenging Wrath. I still have a bunch of dragons left, so I could play the Nightmare Amalgam on the board. Probability of Avenging Wrath to kill this is less than half. It's not that great. Is there ever going to be any better card than the Avenging Wrath in his hand? That's unlikely too. I think we're playing the Avenging Wrath here. Let's see if it kills this one. Didn't quite do it. And we're stealing a minion from his deck. Well, I have a lot of weapon removal. He has a True Silver Champion left, right? What if he has Valanier left? I don't have a silence effect. Huh.
Your magic shall not save you.
Interesting. So I know he has the Avenging Wrath, obviously. Can he win this with the Avenging Wrath still? Yeah, trying out. I've been tweaking the build, trying to make it good, but we'll see how it goes. I suppose I will play the Ooze. I still have a chance to top deck a Duskbreaker to clear some of the board. But this has become surprisingly difficult game. There's the Silver Sword. Well, Silver Sword means that I get 3 cards. So it's not all bad. Grab 3 cards. See what I can find. Nothing too great. I guess I'll take the 5 attack. Yeah, I'll grab the 5 attack, thank you very much. And I'll play the Firefly, and I'll play the Flame Elemental, so that his Avenging Wrath is less useful. Reckon, has Camellias been useful? Yes, Camellias has been good. I have enjoyed the card a lot. You are reading that this deck is performing a little poorly recently. Yes, it's performing very, very poorly. Oh, gets the high attack. So he has Avenging Wrath in hand. Does he have another Avenging Wrath in deck? Maybe he does. I can take away the Choose of a Champion too. So this fellow kills that one, right? Like this, and then I'll use the True Silver Champion. Let's grab that armor. Did I want to play Twilight Drake first? It's going to be a 4/4 if I play it like this. I think it's okay. I play that and I play the Dark Reaper. So he has Avenging Wrath and one more card. What's the other card? What would be another card in his deck list in addition to Avenging Wrath? It's another Call to Arms, right? He has only played one. So he has Avenging Wrath and Call to Arms, and that's going to be it. And Avenging Wrath is very unlikely to kill all the minions here, because that's just not the way it works. And he will have to kill everything because he dies otherwise. I mean, this was quite clear. I might keep a Twilight Drake. I don't think I keep Camellias in this matchup. I need to get pressure. I need to find my threats. I can draw Camellias later, and it might be useful. But first I need some threats. Berserking, so the only viable priest is Mind Blast version. Pretty much yes, and Mind Blast Priest is really, really good. It's high legend deck right now. So it's pretty much the only viable version right now, and it is very, very strong. The Mind Blast, the OTK version, the Control version. Control mostly. Can this actually be some kind of Tempo Warrior? That would be interesting. Dark Reaper just dies, and its Rush minion survives. I guess I dropped the kill asset here. I mean, he can still have the Rush minion on the board, waiting for next turn, but at least he will end up without the weapon if he goes for that line. Alternatively, if he chooses not to kill the Kelazet now, then I can get more stuff going, and it will be fine. Alright, so he gets a 4/6. 4/6 isn't bad. Platonus slightly late. This is my only dragon right now. Do I need dragon synergies in this matchup? Because this now looks like a pure tempo warrior. This is not a control warrior. There are advantages to playing on curve. Let's play on curve. Nice play holding back the creeper. Yeah, the creeper would have just probably died. I didn't think it was worthwhile. Alright. Why would you do that? Now you let me kill this one. I mean, I guess I'll take it, but why? I don't know. Let's play the Scalebane. So the Scalebane challenges the Militia Commander. I wonder what people are running in Tempo Warrior nowadays. I haven't seen any in a long time. People kind of experimented with it and then came to the conclusion that it just doesn't have what it takes to win games. Runs execute. That's cool. Nice execute you have there. Well, now I have the option to simply... No, I don't, because I don't have any dragons. Haha. Well, then I guess I just have to play a Spiteful Summoner. Now that he just used an execute last turn. Seems legit. Let's grab a 12/12 on the board. I like 12/12s. 12/12s are fun. So fun. Okay, he keeps trying to hit me. But I can see certain advantages to trying to hit me. 12 can demolish face. Yeah, but he can have reach. I don't think I want to demolish face yet. This one going to 8 is fine. Or do I just set up lethal if I hit face? He's at 29, I put him down to 17. Yeah, 6, he can't have 12 from hand. Let's check out this fellow. If I get another 12, I guess I just hit face. 8-8. So how can he manage this? I think I just hit face. Let's see what happens. Yes, I have a lot of power on the board. He already spent 1 execute. That's 20 right here. So he needs a solution to that 20 damage. Well, Battle Raging for 3 cards might be a solution. Because he can find his second execute. He's halfway through his deck now, he's spent 1 execute. Well... no, now you're just dead on board. I'll take that. I think I don't keep Dark Reaper when I already have a Duskbreaker. I try to find something to play even earlier than that. And see where we can go from there. Alright, now we're up against top tier decks again. Do you ever play any other games? I have played some other games on stream, but I have never had more than 5 viewers when I've played other games on stream. So it's not worth my time to play other games on stream. Alright, here's a Direwolf Alpha. Well Squelch. Yeah, well Squelch is my favorite thing. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, we go with this Northshire Cleric. It's a good Northshire Cleric. He has kept another 2 cards. Yeah, well, I meant any free time. Well, I don't have any free time. But when I had free time, I used to play World of Warcraft and World of Tanks. And since would you rather be always good or always lucky? Always good. I'll go with the Chain Gang here. I think this is fine. Challenges both the weapon and the minion. In a way, the Amalgam would have done the same, but I think I like this. Okay, he's going to clear those. But I will respond with the Duskbreaker so that I get rid of the Jugglers. Jugglers are pretty dangerous. Yeah, we're going to Duskbreaker this board. Let's kill the Jugglers away. That seems like a good idea. Chain Gang, so this is a version that runs Valanir most likely. Because usually Valanir versions run the Chain Gang. Okay, I'll trade away one of those. I can play Dark Reaper and the Amalgam. He might of course have Equality, which will be very sweet here, but I still think I need to do this. Enough mana even to go Equality Consecration if he has both, but Equality is the bane. You really can't do much about it. Well, I was just wondering, because you're so professional about games, you could do very good on some more competitive games. Yeah, I used to play in the Best Tribes 2 team in Europe. We were the #1 on the ladder, but that was a long time ago, when my reflexes were on a level where I could actually play first-person shooters. Okay, please don't get poisonous. Can he really get poisonous? I guess Death Rattle is also pretty nasty if he has Tarim. We're about to find out. The plot thickens. Stealth. That's an interesting choice. So I can either go with Spiteful Summoner, or I can go, for example, trade, heal, Scalebane. Which still sets me up with a nice board of 3 minions. He can have the Tarim too. Well, I could also... but if he has, what if he has Consecration? I would have 2 minions that can be consecrated. I guess I'm not that afraid of Consecration, really. I'll take the value trades. And I'll play the Scalebane. Well, Consecration can do nice things here. Avenging Wrath, unlikely to do nice things here. Because generally, that Avenging Wrath just doesn't cut it when the board is not wide. So now I have a read that there's no equality. He has a Lich King in hand. I can force a Tarim if he has one. Yeah, I think I'll play that Lich King. Let's play a Lich King here. I think Lich King is a fun card. You just played an Avenging Wrath. So I read that you do not have equality. Because if you had equality, you had 2 1/1 minions, why would you Avenging Wrath? He might play his own Lich King to respond to this. I can't mind control it yet. And because this buff landed here...
Magic shall not save you.
Oh. That's a bit of a surprise move.
It's time for a little blood.
So how much damage do I have? I have 13, 14, 15 plus 6, which is 21. That's not lethal yet. And I know he has Lich King in hand. And I know he doesn't have an equality in hand. He might have a Consecration though. I could play around Consecration. By doing this. So now he either needs to find the equality. Too bad the both of the buffs landed on the same target. You're dead through the Lich King, you know. No, actually you're not, it's 2 off. No, it's not, because I have mind control.
The victory is yours.
Let's see. You're 8-3, but it still doesn't feel strong. And that's true, that's true. It doesn't feel particularly strong. But I think this feels a lot better than what I played yesterday. And I did a lot of work on this. Trying to get this to a point where this would feel good. Oh, did he greet me? I was so busy trying to check my friend list that I didn't notice even. Oh well. Maybe it's not him. He might be higher as well. But then again, I'm pretty low too, so it happens to all of us. A Control Warlock, I see. He can still Hellfire this down. But what's my alternative? Oh, my alternative is this. Hit there. Play Nochar Cleric. Draw a card. No, not this card. This is the wrong card. He might be enticed to Hellfire. Oh. Going for the silence place. I think I might scale worm here. I mean, he can defile this board now. But next turn is the Spiteful. We'll see what happens then. Expecting a defile. Oh, Spellstone and push face. Much face pushing, I see. Would love to play the Kelleset too, but I think I just have to play the Spiteful Summoners before I draw more cards. Alright, alright. He could of course have a Voodoo Doll. Or even Siphon Soul, if he feels old-fashioned. Most of them are now playing Voodoo Dolls, but come on, I always have to just challenge him here. He has something at least. What's it going to be? It's the Voodoo Doll. Hit on the Spiteful Summoner and then... oh... That's an interesting line. That's a very, very interesting line. What does he plan to play next turn for 8 mana? I don't know. I like this play. Forces me to think. Because I could push 16 to face, put him down to 14. But then I give him the initiative. I think I'd take the face damage here. I'll drop a Kaleset over there as well. Let's get the buffs going. Get the buffs going, push him down to 14 health. Let's give this a try.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
2 more turns before I can mind control anything. 2 more turns. And I guess we play the other Spiteful Summoner before I draw all the cards. Grab an 8/8, that's sweet. Alright. So he's playing control, which means this will pull a Void Lord. And I have to wait a while before I can mind control it. Or he might kill it off himself. Does he have another Spellstone? Oh, nice Godfrey. Also puts the Void Lord into low health. That's actually pretty sweet. He's going to kill off that Void Lord, right? Most likely. I think we're rolling with these. He can kill off his Void Lord now, though. He's going to kill it off to prevent it from being mind controlled. Oh, that 4 health was so good. Because now this one can't go face with the Duskbreaker. Oh, that's really good too. Good stuff. So I'm going to Duskbreaker. I can't get a taunt up if I heal. I mean, if I draw cards. Godfrey animation is quite nice, yeah. It is a sweet card. He might even have Gul'dan already. If I trade away my Scalebane, I could kill the Sunwalker. Then I could also draw a card. Let me try this. Now if he has Gul'dan, it brings back a Void Lord and the Doom and the Void Walkers. He can of course also get the Renand Pact. Or he can just play Hellfire Defile. I've only seen one of the... Oh, he has the Gul'dan. Gul'dan is good. Gul'dan is really sweet. Then hit on the Cleric, right? So that he can hero power the Cleric down next turn. Doesn't want to go for that line. Interesting. I think I'm taking the Void Lord.
Beware the shadow.
Don't even want to kill any of these. I can always set a minion to 1. Maybe a Silence plays. I think I'll kill one. Let's try this. He can probably do something with the Defile or something like that. 1 mind control left. I'm not getting the draws right now, but yeah, that cooldown is pretty strong, obviously. If I get to keep the Cleric, I can get to draw some cards. I don't think I can take him on in Fatigue anyway. That doesn't seem very likely. So the Cleric will kill that one, and then I will use the Cleric to draw a card. Which is a nice Twilight Drake. I like Twilight Drakes. Let's play it. I mean, that kind of deck is going to have some Twisting Nethers and stuff. Everything has the Kaleset buff, so That's an upside. Oh, Drake is sweet. If I silence the Drake, I cannot silence the Rin. If I mind control the Drake, I can't get good stuff either. I probably need to just kill it. Then he can do stuff like hit and... What if I give it 3 attack? Giving it 3 attack is good. I'll do that. I'll give it 3 attack. So then when I kill it, I can heal this to 5. So it's a little bit more awkward to destroy. Do I need to play more on the board? I think this board state might be fine. Because now he can't just hit and do this and then do something like Hellfire and all the Void Walkers. Now it's a bit more difficult for him. He can still pull off some Defile plays, but they're not as strong. Because I switched the attack. He doesn't have high attack minions in that deck anyway, right? And he has already played both Stonehill Defenders. But yeah, he can do that, of course. I left that one open. And eventually he's going to find Rin, which could be a problem. Because he has the Dark Pacts too. I don't have Skulking Geist in this deck. Because the facing control is so rare nowadays. You don't really tech for that. So Drake was from Stonehill. Yes, Drake was from Stonehill and Sunwalker. Those were from Stonehill. This can go down to 4, it's okay. This one hits face. I'll heal it up. And then I guess I'll drop a Dark Reaper on the board. I would need to apply some pressure here. 9 cards left, 10 cards left, but when he finds Rin he just wins, right? I've already spent both Spiteful Summoners, so I don't have that much pressure left. Even though everything is Kelazet buffed. Oh, Hellfire. Interesting. So I keep healing this fellow up. He can do something like Hellfire Defile though. That's definitely an option. Do I need to add more power to the board? I don't have a lot of good power to add there. Could be looking for some kind of Hellfire Defile plays. I haven't seen a single Hellfire yet. There have to be some in hand. And my last 2 draws were Fireflies. Not very powerful. I think I'll chill with these so far. He's looking for the Rin. So much depends on when he finds Rin. He has 1 Void Lord left. If I mind control the Void Lord, I cannot mind control the Rin. Well, he's never going to let the Rin stay alive anyway. So now there's the question, do I mind control this Void Lord? I can silence the Rin if it lives. So in that sense... And he's never going to let the Rin go off anyway. He has spent his silence already though. I probably need to mind control this Void Lord. He's contemplating Dark Pacting it now, I think. Well, that's also a nice move, because now he ensures that he can defile this one. If I choose to mind control this. But I mean, I always choose to mind control that, right? Yeah, I always choose to mind control it. I just have to apply some pressure. Now he's out of taunts. Voidlords are gone, Stonehills are gone. Twisting Leather is kind of sweet. But there's still a bunch of minions left. But he can just Hellfire them away. This one is not buffed. Rin is pretty useless right now. Rin can still win from here. There are not that many cards in the decks. I'd like to get some minions with 5 or more health on the board. I could have given a minion more attack. I would need 2 of those so that he wouldn't be able to just Hellfire and Defile. And I don't have 2 minions with 5 or more health. I haven't seen a single Hellfire, I haven't seen a single Defile. Or he can just Hellfire and Hero Power, if I play like the Scale Worm out there. But I need to play something. I guess it's the Serenite Chain Gang. That gives 2 minions that don't die to the Hellfire, but this is going to be Hellfire, Defile, Hero Power, my face kind of turn. Still leaves him with another Hellfire and another Defile left. Yep. I mean, if I had 2 minions with 5 or more health, I would have played them. And now if I silence this, I cannot silence the Rin. But if he had Rin, he would have played it already, right? We're getting to the point where Rin probably doesn't matter anymore as well. I think I'm silencing that one. Still has another Hellfire, still has another Defile.
Shall not save you.
I can play Harrison. That will force another Hellfire Defile type of turn. I can play a Firefly as well. Let's put some damage on the board. Alright, alright. Dealt with both Doomsayers. He has Defile, Hellfire, Beetle, another Voodoo Doll. Here comes the Rin. 5 cards and 5 cards. Rin is still value. Maybe this was incorrect. Because there's still a lot of seals. Yeah, maybe this was incorrect. There's definitely a chance that this was not the right move. Another Hellfire Defile turn clears this. Well, he can't play the dudes if he does that. We'll see. He can't play Hellfire, Seal and Hero Power. There's not enough mana to do all of that. That's an upside. He has another Voodoo Doll left, right? Maybe. Has another Voodoo Doll. Manages to play 1 seal. Alright. I probably don't mind that 1 seal. Do I trade it away? Because you can do things with Hellfire. If I don't. There's still the Hellfire Defile type of plays available to him. He has played both Voodoo Dolls. Does he run double twisting? Maybe he doesn't run double twisting. Let's get the Charged Devil's Soar. Will I get a Nuzera? I think I like Nuzera. Nuzera is a nice card. We can get Lycusera Awakens, or we can get Laughing Sister. Who knows? You think he's not running double Twisting Nether? Maybe he isn't. If he doesn't have another Twisting Nether or a Siphon Soul, then he can't kill the Ysera. Spellstones are gone. Hellfire is not enough. Alright. He couldn't kill the Ysera. That is sweet. So Ysera will hit him in the face. And then I'll play a Laughing Sister.
Is there trouble?
Use the Hellfire. I can play the Nightmare Amalgam. And I can heal up Ysera. I can play a Firefly too. Alright. We get Nightmare. It's not Awakens, but it's still a card. There's 2 cards left. I have 3 cards left. Is he only running 1 Twisting? The most common lists are only running 1 Twisting. I'm just thinking because I run 2 Twistings in mine. So I'm somehow assuming he might run 2. And now he's dead. %40 to die from there. 5 Ysera cards. A Nightmare and Awakens both kill him. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.